Hello, everybody. How are you today? It's Tuesday already again. This is such a great call because we get to do some focused learning and help everybody get straight on the events of the week. And what so many of you are working on right now is your employee email automation. So for the foundation's clients, not everybody who's in the foundation's program is it taking advantage of the email automation. And so you can play along. The template is for those who have purchased the email automation, so it's not something that we give to the foundation's clients unless, of course, you already are involved in our email automation, and then it's included for free. So this template I finally perfected last week. I've been working on it. I've been trying different ways of making it easy for you guys to work with. And finally, BJ helped me make it into a usable template that's easy to understand and easy to use. So today I'm going to go through it step by step with you. And I've left some people out. Today I'm going to go through the document step by step with you. I think that everybody in this room actually does have our email automation, so that works out well. All the awkwardness is gone. But for those of you that are watching, if you're wanting to know what this is all about, the email automation, it's $97 a month, and it really pays off, especially once you get to this point where you're setting up your employee attraction, or your employee automation. Because now we're using that platform for more than one resource. Some of you are using it for your website, for your email, your commercial and vacation rental email automation, and now your employee automation program. It's becoming very valuable to you. So it is really paying itself off, and that's what I like to do. Anything that I utilize in my business, I like to try to make it pay off in more than one way. Right? So there are some people who are like, oh, gee, $97 a month, which I don't get. I'm just going to say it. Anytime that anybody says I want to turn off my email automation, $97 a month is too much, I'm just like, what are you doing? Because it is your path, it is your road to the hidden market. Even if you're not getting responses on your emails yet, you will. I assure you that somewhere in the first 6 months, you are going to get a client that you're going to be so grateful you kept your email automation going. So my major client that I got from email automation was a $500,000 client. But I have gotten every client that I have now for commercial cleaning through my email automation. Well, not my business anymore, but 40,000, 30 to 40,000 a month. I don't want to lie or exaggerate. Let's say, to be on the safe side, $30,000 a month in commercial cleaning, specifically from my email automation. And back in the day, I had a $500,000 contract one year from email automation. Okay, so do you think that I'm ever turning off email automation? Ever? What do you think? 500,000, how much do you think that's going to buy me? 500,000 plus 30,000 in residual income. Why would I ever turn it off? Right? So rather than turning it off, let's make it pay for itself. Right? So your employee email automation, it is actually superb. I love it, you guys. I built it. I designed it. I built it, and I've improved it. Of course, it's always up for improvement, and it belongs to you. I'm giving you the basic template. Mine is a little more robust than what I'm giving you because it's more tailored to my needs and to my employees. At one time, I had 70 employees. Right? Yours will grow with you. But in the beginning, getting it set up and making it useful to what you have now is amazing. And then as you grow, you just make it more useful. You can add stages, you can do anything you want with it. So let me just get it all set up on this other screen. And while I'm doing that, let me come around quickly and ask each of you, let's see, we did celebrations on Sunday. Let's do today gratitude. So going to come around to each of you and just say one thing that you're grateful for. I don't care if it's financially, emotionally, with your family, just one thing to be grateful for today. Yeah, and Aisha, you can tell this is a little bit of Sonia influence, isn't it? All right. Just a little bit, she says. Okay, first of all, I just want to say, Candace, you are just looking fantastic today. I love your hairdo. I love it. When you walked in, when you walked in, when you got in the room, I was like, "Whoa, who is that?" And then I realized it was you. I love your hair. It's long enough now to be up, eh?
Yes, it is.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are welcome. So, note of gratitude from you?
For me,
Mm.
I am actually grateful that I have managed to remember to come into this meeting.
That's, I'm grateful too.
I
That's
love coming to
excellent.
these meetings.
Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. I do too, actually. It brightens my days. You know, you get so bogged down and centered on like doing the work that it's nice to connect with human beings again. So
Yes.
thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
We'll come next to Aisha for some gratitude.
I'm actually grateful for the email automation. Today I had a walkthrough at my daughter's current gym that she does for gymnastics. Because I've been so quiet, they didn't even know I had a cleaning business. And so we
Oh,
had a walkthrough today. And so that was exciting. Um,
so did they find out that you had a cleaning business from the email automation?
yes. Yes. So they
That's
had responded and said, yes, we're interested. And I was going through the emails and I was like, oh, hey, it's Trini, literally my daughter's coach. And
mm-hmm.
I was like, because she has a very unique name. And I'm like, I know you. And so we had a cool little walkthrough. And whether business comes from it or not, it doesn't really matter because she knows that we exist now. She's a local business owner who has other local business, knows other local business owners who also go to that gym as well. So
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of a networking thing at the very least.
You know, amazing. I am so excited about your gratitude. So perfect. And thank you, because that kind of really chimed in with my little lecture about Go High Level, didn't it? Isn't it funny how that happens? Thank you. And Sarah, how about you? How are things looking in your gratitude? How's your gratitude attitude today?
That's good. I'm with Aisha. I had a email today from somebody through our through Go High Level, a local
Good.
real. Yeah.
Good. Oh, we just changed your target audience last night. Yes, it worked. Yes. You know, I'm so grateful to hear that because when we went in and looked in, I just had a feeling. I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we only doing wineries and vineyards? Where did we? Because honestly, in my opinion, we dropped the ball a little bit there.
That's
So,
great.
so grateful that you got something right away. It makes me feel better.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty good. And then one of our I've got something else to be grateful for. The phone rang also today. Yay.
Woo! Is it another client, another consult?
It's a proposal or an estimate we put in like I don't know, at the beginning of March, and they want us next week to do exterior pressure washing of um, uh, new construction, new build for the
Mhm.
exterior. Yeah.
You know, I am really excited and happy to hear that for you. And yeah, that's the thing. You never know when you put in these proposals, you know, you think that it goes away, but really sometimes they keep it on file. And the next thing you know, your phone's ringing, you've forgotten all about them. The thing is, and I'm bad for this, you got to try not to forget about them. If they
Right.
haven't, if they haven't said no to your proposal, you need to be following up with them. But
Mhm.
I'm going to admit that follow up is not my strong suit. So honestly, I should practice what I preach, and maybe we should be talking about great following up techniques in one of these meetings coming up. But uh, it's still really beautiful when they come back a couple months later. Just woohoo! you can see I talk a lot about compound. I say that leads are like interest, they'll compound over time. You know? So here you
Yeah.
are you're doing a proposal for somebody that you had first contact with this morning, and you're doing a proposal for somebody that you had first contact with 3 months ago. That's an amazing, exciting thing because 3 months ago is catching up with now.
Yeah.
I know. So, yeah, does that make sense? That's to me what compounding leads sounds like.
Yeah.
This is my whole own, I made all this stuff up, right? Like, do you guys, it's been a long time since I said this. If you can't dazzle them with brilliance, baffle them with BS. I don't know if I'm dazzling you with brilliance or baffling you with BS right now, but I'm trying to do something. It's all talk. Who else have we got in the room this morning or this afternoon? Renita. Renita, are you able to share some gratitude with us?
Hi, Henry, can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, yeah. Well, for today, I so thankful for the beautiful day in Calgary. It's 17 degrees. 17 degrees.
Wow.
It's amazing here.
Beautiful. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. And also, about last time I post in the group about the carpet cleaning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so this Saturday we will do it.
Oh, good.
So,
Congratulations.
yeah,
I'm so
thank you.
happy for you.
So
Ju-
I sat to others.
Mhm,
So I found someone who can do it.
mhm.
And so I think this is the start. I think it's the beginning for expand my service. So I think, yeah,
Another step
yeah,
forward for you. I'm really happy
yeah,
for you, Renita.
yeah.
Yay.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm really happy to hear that. So pretty soon this employee attraction stuff might come into play for you. And you are also a Go High level customer. So this is all available to you. So I'm going to dive right into today's workshop. And first, I'm going to give you guys a little context in case you don't realize when you are in your program here. Who can I go to? Who will Aisha, can I go look in your account?
Go right ahead. Sorry, I am muted.
Oh, that's all right. Thank you so very much. So here we go. Peyton Place Janitorial. Anybody who gets Go High Level through us will, in the back end, have employee management automation. This version 2 here, I had BJ go and put the new version into everybody's Go High Level because the new version is so much better than the old version, like so much better. So back here, this automation, I don't want you to worry too much about where to find it because you don't have to do this. We're going to do the technical stuff for you. That's why I made you a template. But I just want you to know it exists in your back end. And if you want to learn how to work this stuff, we'll teach you. And before you're done your program, whatever it is, you should learn how to do this stuff anyways. Okay, so I don't want to screw. I don't want to mess around too much in here because I'm not sure what BJ has done. Because I know Aisha, yours is already kind of half done. Like you put a lot of work into it already. So let me go look. I just want to show you guys how to find it. So if you click on your opportunities, up here, there's a drop-down box. One says email marketing. Now this is for your leads, your email automation for your leads. This is the holding place. Sorry, guys, my tongue is like not wanting to. This is a holding place, and the reason that my tongue is not wanting to work is because this is all changing too. It's way different than it used to be. But what you do is when you get a lead that's a hot lead, you could put them in the hot lead category and remember to follow up. So definitely follow up is something we're going to work on, and I'm going to teach you guys how to use your Go High Level so that you'll have like all your hot leads here, booking requested and booking confirmed. I don't care about that so much because you're using Jobber, but hot leads or follow up in 30 days, these would be good stages to have. just ignore everything I just said. We'll worry about it in another workshop. And then when you click down on this drop down box, you can go over to your employee automation and look at, she has some employees in here already. So there's so much to do here. I'm going to hold myself back from going into every aspect. Definitely we'll have a second workshop on how to manage your employees once they're in your system, how to get them in your system. But before you do any of that, you really do need to have your email set up. So this template here is available to you. It is not in your portal. It is only for people who have taken advantage of Go High Level. All you have to do is message in your chat, please send me the new employee management automation template. I'll copy this and put it in the chat so you know what it's called. Tag BJ, he'll get it to you. This is a BJ thing. Thank goodness for BJ. There you go. There's the name of it. All right. So with any template I give you, it's always going to be the same thing. You are not going to be able to edit this template. We need to keep this fresh and clean. We need for you guys not to be messing with it. So that's why I don't let you. All you have to do is just press file, make a copy. Why? Oh, I have to sign in. There. You have to be signed in order to make a copy, I do believe. File, make, yeah. So you just have to sign into your Chrome account in order to make a copy. You should always make a copy and then name it whatever you want to name it. So this will be in your G drive. It's not going to go to my G drive, okay, guys? So that's why you have to be signed in, because it will save to your G drive. So I would call this, let's see, I'm going to call this workshop. You would probably call it your business name. Patent Place Janitorial Employee Management Automation. And take out the word template, because it's no longer a template, it's actually a working copy. You might want to put in draft, but I don't. The reason I don't is because I'll never stop working on it till it's done. So then once you're here, the first thing you can do now is you can get rid of this red writing, because you've already done that. It's a really good way to identify it later if you're like, okay, is this the template or is this the draft or the document I'm working on? If the red writing's gone, then you know you've already made a copy. Okay. So then it is quite simple. I don't care if this is here. We're not gonna be using this top part, so don't worry, you can leave it there if you want. You are going to go through this point by point and you're going to make it your own. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go through this point by point, and I'm going to explain to you the little tidbits of information that I think that you'll need to understand what this is about and how you should manipulate it. And it's definitely something that if you have a question, you should throw it at me right away. Because if you have a question, like, you know, over time, hundreds of people are going to do this. They're going to watch this video. If you have a question you ask, probably out of 100 people, probably 99 have the same question. So please do, you just unmute yourself and ask the question. If I am on a rant and you're like, I can't get a word in edgewise, go ahead and put it in the chat, or even ping Candace, because that's why she comes to these meetings. So that if you can't get my attention, you can message Candace and say, can you interrupt her because she won't listen to me. And I always listen to my mother-in-law. Don't I, Mom? Yes. She's lying. She's lying. Okay. Now, here it is. All of this we are going to put into your template for you. So you don't have to worry about the subject line. What I mean to say is you can change the subject line, but please don't take it out. So new employee, since I'm letting you know here, I forgot a bracket here. It was 2 o'clock in the morning when I was finishing this, so I might be fixing some little details as I go. New employee, this is sent once the employer is offered an on-the-job interview, and you might be saying, why, if they aren't hired yet? If you offer your employee an on-the-job interview, you're going to have to pay them for that first day. And not only that, but you are going to want them to have some idea of what to expect on the job interview. The on-the-job interview is you setting the employee up for success or the candidate up for success, and then seeing how they work with that, right? You don't want to, some people think, oh, I'm going to be so challenging. I want to see what they're made of. I think that's unfair. It's pretty nerve-wracking to start the first day of any new job. And don't forget that the candidates you're getting now are being given that knowledge that you are something special, that your business is something special. That's what we're doing in the group interview. We're letting them know that this is a special company that is desired by many as an employer. So tell me that wouldn't make you nervous on your first day. You know, you and I know you're just starting out, but we also know that you're going to be amazing. I mean, Aisha is going to be a millionaire. Her business is going to be $1 million business this year. So anybody coming to work with her is going to be like, this woman's on fire. I can't wait to work with her. They're going to be excited and nervous, probably, because they want to make a good impression, because you are actually attracting candidates who like a challenge. Okay, guys? So just don't go so far as to make their first day excruciating. Okay? We can get to excruciating later. We get to excruciating when we're around the 3-month mark, where we're like, all right, you're here to stay. Now get your rear in gear. Okay, I'm just joking. Not really. Okay, a little. All right. Subject, welcome to this. Never ever change these brackets and where it says location name. Never ever change that. Okay, that is formatting in the email automation that will pick up the candidate's name and put it in there automatically. And then, so it says, welcome to Aisha. I don't like the welcome to. I think it should just say welcome. So anything that's not in brackets, you can choose to change or move or whatever you want to do. I didn't like that wording. Now it's going to say, welcome Aisha, on-site interview details. I love that. This body here, it's just telling you this is the body of the email. So it's going to be Dear Aisha. Okay, so never change this. Okay. I should actually on my template make these in red and tell people never touch the red areas. But then that counteracts everything that I've done so far, where I say, please change the red areas, so ignore me. See how it's a work in progress, right? So it says, we hope this email finds you well. We are thrilled to have you coming on for an on-site interview at, and it's this location name is actually going to be your business name. So it's not going to be where. It's going to be your business name. So it's going to say for an on-site interview at Paint and Place Janitorial. You're interested in joining the team is not going to notice. We're looking forward to getting to know you better. As part of our commitment to a safe and productive work environment, we kindly request that you arrive prepared for the interview. To help you get ready, we have attached the following documents to this email. Onboarding paperwork, please review and complete the fillable documents. So if this doesn't pertain to you, then you should, this doesn't pertain to you, then you should delete it. If you're in the Freedom program, or if you're in the Foundations program, ask me how, and I will tell you how to get their TD1, how to create fillable forms that they can fill out and sign online for their TD1 or W9, I9, whatever all of those tax papers you guys have to do in the States, holy smokes. Also your payroll onboarding forms, whatever you have, we can show you how to do that. In fact, I think I will make a workshop to show people how to do that. If you're in the Freedom program, we do that for you. Master plan, we can set it up for you if you get your own account. We cover the subscription prices for these fillable forms in the Freedom program, but in the master plan, you have to cover it yourself. If you are getting sick of all these little charges, you should just upgrade to the Freedom program and let us pay for it for you. It's very simple. All right. Thank you for laughing at all my little quirks today. I'm quirky today. It was because I went and hung out with the ducks. I mean, honestly, on my lunch break, I went and hung out with the ducks, and now I'm quirky. That's just it. Policies and procedures manual. Most of you have done your policies and procedures manual. If you haven't, let us know and we'll send you the template for the policies and procedures manual. There is a workshop that explains how to do that. It should be, I know for sure it's in the master plan portal. I'm not sure if foundations, if it's in there or not, but I have absolutely no problem getting it to you if it's not in there. You should have a policies and procedures manual, and we'll send you the template. It's very good for them to get this on the first day and don't think they're going to read it. I promise you, they're not going to read it. They never do. If they do read it, though, you know you've got, when you ask them, did you get a chance to look at our policies and procedures manual, which I usually ask on the first day, if they say yes, then you know this is somebody who's really eager. You know, they're just excited, they're eager. And if they're reading that manual front to back before the first day, they're probably rule followers, and don't we want rule followers? So you're going to decide if you want to leave that in, take it out. If you're in the CEO Freedom Program, leave it in. You've got your policies and procedures. If you're in the master plan, get your policies and procedures. We will upload it to you to the email. Additionally, please take note of the following attire. This is where you really need to pay attention. You need to decide what your dress code is, and you need to put it here. This sets the stage, and like this one, please bring an extra pair of indoor shoes to maintain cleanliness. That's required for us at our vacation rental properties. I would suggest if you're taking care of residential and vacation rental that you do have a policy about them changing their shoes. Our policy is that they don't have to go out and buy new shoes, but they have to disinfect their shoes when they get to their first job, and then they need to designate those shoes as only inside shoes from that day forward. That's what we ask them to do.
How do they disinfect shoes?
I use my spray. It's not even disinfectant, really. It's my all-purpose spray. I just spray the bottoms of the shoes, wipe it with a rag. It's clean. All you're trying to do is make sure they're not bringing any dog poop or anything like that in. If they've been wearing their shoes outside before, you just want them to give them a quick clean. I do say disinfect, but I really don't do that, so I should not even say that. I'm misrepresenting myself. Shirt size. So if you provide shirts for your potential candidate, I like to give them a shirt on their first day of work. Even if they don't end up with us, you've now got somebody walking around with your shirt on their back, right? I think like our shirts cost us $17. What we found was it really made people feel excited and ready to join the team. Completely up to you. If you're going to wait until the second day to give them a shirt, then do that. But still, it doesn't hurt to let them know that you provide shirts, and it makes them feel excited to join your team. So ask them, I always like to ask them to text us at our admin portal. And this is something that's come up a lot. So the admin portal is your texting on Jobber. And if you have the ability to do that, not everybody has the program that allows them to. But let me just quickly show you guys. Here's a new employee. We get them set up as a new employee, and then we also set them up as a client. You cannot, Jobber doesn't have an employee communication tool, but they do have a client communication tool. So I found a workaround. I set all of my employees up as clients, and then I can text them back and forth in this admin portal is what I call it. This is the Jobber messaging, and here it is up here. See this little box? This is the Jobber messaging. Here's one of our employees. I'm just letting him know before he gets in his car and starts driving 40 minutes to drop off the key. Sorry about that, guys. Doing work on your time. Okay, so this admin portal has its own phone number. Nobody can phone it. It's a text only number. But let me show you where you can find it. You go to your gear icon in settings. So almost anything you want to do in Jobber, you need to go through the gear icon in settings. On the left-hand side here, here's all of your settings. And if you look down here, you see two-way text messaging. Dedicated phone number right there. So this is the number that I give them in the email. to text. And actually, before they even get their first email, I send them a message from here. Now let me go back here and see. I know that I sent Amarijit, when it stops thinking, come on, we're in a class here. All right. I sent them an email before I even, well, Kathy did. Sorry, Kathy, for stealing your thunder. Kathy sent them an email before they even got their first email. She sent them a text message. Sorry, guys. And it's letting them know. This is a texting only number and it's commonly referred to as the admin portal. We encourage you to message this number if you ever have questions or need quick assistance for the office staff. We do have a large admin team and it is great to keep everyone informed by having central messaging portal. I want to let you know that you will be receiving an email with your onboarding paperwork, which we would love you to fill out ASAP. Please check your spam if you don't receive it and then message us here if you can't find it. Our scheduling tech, Carrie, is going to set you up with your first day on the job interview this morning. If there are any days that you can't work, it says won't work. Oh, if there are any days that won't work for this week. Also, is there any limitation in regards to start and end time? So we send that and then we set them up in their email automation. That goes out. Now everything's on track. Now they know how to get a hold of us. It's the most important thing. So back over to,
Quick
yes.
question on that two-way texting, that phone number, where does that go? Is that when we put in to Jobber in a different area, the number you want to be reached at?
Okay, so that phone number goes here in your email automation, but I don't think that's your question.
No, I'm sorry. Let me clarify. That phone number, that dedicated phone number, when they text that, where does that message actually go?
Here in Jobber.
Okay, so in Jobber, when I'm in Jobber on my I'm in Jobber on my app, I can see it, it'll like alert me.
If you are an administrator, you have to make sure that you have yourself set up as an administrator. You're an owner, so you will, yes, you'll see the messages come into your phone.
Okay.
Okay, but I think that I had to go in and turn on notifications so that my phone would beep when they came in. Otherwise, you have to be checking for them all the time. And yeah, I love it. I that's how I ran my business from the road. Like I never had to be in the office for anything because everybody was, I could see. So we have everybody on the team always using this to talk to clients and to employees. Even if a client emails us, then we will still go and respond in here. We'll say, I just received your email, blah, blah, blah. These are what we're doing about it, because we're encouraging the clients to text us here, because then the whole team has access to the information.
Okay,
so
this is very excited. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. So then let's get back to this here. So then that's what we do. If you don't have Jobber, you're not using admin portal. If you are using your private cell phone, my best advice is get an app. Get Open Phone, or some people use Google Phone, or whatever you have to do. Use WhatsApp or use something else. Don't give them your private number. Okay? You don't want 50 employees bugging you on your family time. On an app, you can choose whether you're on an app that's specifically for your business. A phone number specifically for your business that's separate from your personal line is going to give you the freedom to walk away when you need to from your business. If you're out, I think it is Aisha that says when she's with her daughter, it is focused time with her daughter. The thing is that when you hear that bing, or when you notice that notification, you go to look at your pictures, see a notification, your thought is, oh, I'll just take care of this one quick thing. You open it up, there's 50 messages, and the next thing you know, whoever you're with is sitting there feeling left out. So please find a different number for your employees, and honestly, your clients as well. So once you've decided that and you've got that correct, then you go on and you read through. talks about the emergency contact name and phone number. It says that here's policies and procedures handbook as well as the onboarding paperwork. When filling out the payroll portion, please include your emergency contact. That's what we found. People overlook the emergency contact, so we decided to include it in the requirements, because if you've got this stranger that has some sort of, let's say, allergic episode while at work, you're going to want to know who to call. Okay, so then it says, do you want us to leave these training videos in? So these training videos are my training videos that anybody who's spent any time in the portal has run across. It's me cleaning at a vacation rental property. These are automatically in here, and many of our clients use them until they have their own, and you're welcome to. Just let us know if you want us to use them, if you have your own, or what you choose to do. Now, for some of you in the CEO Freedom Program, we have different videos that you can choose from, but that's another story, so let's not talk about it now. And then we say we're also including the Facebook link to our Facebook group. So I suggest that every owner have a Facebook Teams page. It's and run it as a private group on Facebook from your business page that is only for your employees. We will go into this in depth later, but it's really just a great place for your employees to get to know each other, connect with each other. You can put learning materials into your Facebook page, announcements. You can have contests and announce your functions, and put pictures of great work in there. If somebody sends a text message or an email that is giving accolades to one of your employees, you can take a screenshot, put it in there, and acknowledge them in front of their peers. Everybody wants to be acknowledged in front of their peers, and having a team Facebook page allows you to do that. And then so if you have that, put your group link here and we'll insert it. We'll make it into a clickable link. Thank you once again for your interest in joining. Here's another do not touch. We are excited to meet you in person and learn about your potential contribution to our team. Love it. I just love how this, is straightforward, to the point, and just gives the employee the idea that you've got it all. Oh, Renita's here sitting in the sorry about that. Gives the employee the idea that you've got it all together, and sets some boundaries right from the get-go. So then email number 2 will go out, and it says it's sent out 12 hours after email number 1. If for some reason we needed to send this out sooner, we can always do that, and I'll be teaching you guys how to do that. Once you've got this set up, then we'll have a meeting with you and we'll teach you how to maneuver this. Okay, so same thing, do not touch this here. That's a do not touch zone, and it's just, I hope you're doing well. We have some important information to share with you. This is a new employee info package. So in the first email, you sent them the policies and procedures manual, and this is the manual where nothing ever changes. It's bullying and harassment, legalities, the rules of your business. The new employee info package is more, how are you going to maneuver your relationship here? What are the do's and don'ts of your job? It's more personable, and the more pertinent information is in your new employee package. Now, this new employee package template is available to master plan clients and freedom clients. If you are a foundations client and you have invested in Go High Level, let us know. We'll send you this new employee info package template. It is free with Go High Level sign up. Okay, so it tells them to look at that. You're going to read through it, make sure that you agree with everything, and on you go. So the next is required training portal sign up. So thrilled. I'm so thrilled about the progress we've made in the training portal for all of you. Master plan clients, freedom and foundations clients, I'm sorry you don't have one. We do have, anybody can purchase our training portal. Anybody can have us build a training portal for them. Okay, it's not like some kind of secret group. Anybody can get in. You just have to message me and we can talk about it. I'll let you know that it's cheaper. maybe not cheaper, but it's valuable to just enter the Freedom Program and get this for free. But if you want just the training portal, I will sell you just the training portal. And it is a game changer for employee automation. So this one is going to let them know. So this training portal has, you can set it up any way you want, but my suggestion is this. There's the beginning phase is like within the first couple of weeks. It's going to be about on-the-job etiquette and your policies and procedures. I'm building this week. I've just got a couple of small beginner modules to build. One is built specifically on your new employee info package. We build a video training on your new employee info package and your policies and procedures. Then it's some basics, understanding how to clean, why to clean, you know, understanding the difference, like cross-contamination and the different products, and it's amazing. So in the beginning, we give them only just the surface things that they need to know about how to be on your team. And then we have a quiz at the end of every lesson. They have to complete the quiz and get, I think it's at least 70%. Although if you want it set to 100, we can do that. They cannot advance until they finish those things. Okay. And then after they get through phase one, which is short, they could do it in a day. Then by then they would be on your regular team, and now they have what they need to chew through in 3 months, which is all of the policies and procedures and how to be an employee for you. It has commercial, post-construction, industrial, vacation rental, and residential cleaning. Actually, I'm not sure if it has residential, but I can get residential for anybody who's still focusing on residential. Then after the 3 months, when they decide to be a trainer, they will take leadership skills, communication skills. I'll probably add more by the time we get there, and they'll have to go through the course again. So they'll have to refresh themselves on the policies and procedures, learn those communication and leadership skills, and that's when they get their next raise, right? So just an idea of what the portal is. So this email lets them know that we will be sending them a link to get into the portal, and that they've got to let us know if they don't get into it. Okay. It also lets them know that they've got to finish it over the next 3 months. And then it says, please keep in mind that your first raise at the end of your probation period will depend on the completion of the initial portal. Now, this is my thing. This is the thing that I had so many struggles with when I was new to this business, was spending money to have, like, finally I got my training portal together and it was beautiful. It was amazing. And then I would have employees taking the training program. First, I had everybody come to a 1-day workshop where we went through all of the training together. I found that people were sleeping on the call. People weren't paying attention when I was asking questions. They didn't know the answers. It was a waste of money. That day cost me $2,500 in wages. And then I thought, no, I'm not ever doing that again. That was $2,500 wasted dollars, guys, in wages. So then what I decided was I wanted to have a training portal that they would need to go through on their own, and nobody went through it because nobody's motivated to go through it on their own. Then I came up with this. If you have not gone through the basic requirements of the training portal by your 3-month period, you do not get your raise. You are considered probationary still. So they have to make it their priority to go through their training portal and do what's needed. And don't worry, there's emails to remind them later on. So now what we've done is we've created an environment where people are responsible and accountable to their own growth and to their own success with you. And if you get to the 3-month mark and they haven't done the training portal and they're an amazing employee, great. They can stay on your team, but they're not getting $1 an hour more until they realize how important it is to do that. So that's how I've gotten around having to pay people. Paying people to take training that are still in a probationary status, it's just like, to me, it just creates problems because first of all, you're training them You're giving them this top-notch training. What if they're just here to get the free training and go start their own business? And I have had a couple people come in, take my training, and then go start their own business. It's not like they're going to run me out of business because it takes so much more to run a business. But hey, I'm not going to pay you to learn to go start your own business, right? The second thing is that they take your training, but they're just not motivated. And so they quit because they quit every job in 3 months, right? So this way it's all on them and they get their $1 an hour raise after. So number 3 here, and a 3-month probation. We send this around 10 weeks because 3 months is around 12 weeks. 13 weeks. We send it at 10 weeks and we ask them to use a Calendly link, which you will have set up by now. If you are in the Foundations program, we can teach you how to do that. I guess we're going to have another workshop. They book their own 3-month probation. So let me read this out loud so that you understand it. It says, this shouldn't say dear team. This should be a field. So I'm going to ask, I don't think BJ's here. Who's here? Hannah, can you make sure that BJ knows we need him to put a field in here, please? Which you will have set up by now. If you are in the Foundations program, we can teach you how to do that. I guess we're going to have another workshop. Who's talking? Me. I'm talking. Why am I talking? That was weird. All right. I think that was Hannah, and I think she's got a delay. Hannah, could you please make sure BJ knows that we need a field in here? I'll forget, I'm sure. So anyway, I hope this email finds you in high spirits and thriving in your roles at our esteemed company. With the end of your probationary period swiftly approaching, I wanted to extend my gratitude for unwavering commitment and dedication you've demonstrated during this crucial phase of your journey with us. Feel free to change any of these words. If they seem hokey to you, you don't like them, this is your business. Use your words. This is just what we're suggesting. This is the flow. As we prepare to transition to the next stage, we must take stock of your progress and set a course for continued growth and success. To facilitate this, I urge you to schedule your 3-month review using the Calendly link below. I urge you to. Your review is an opportune moment to reflect on your achievements, address any challenges you've encountered, and chart a path forward aligned with your aspirations and our organizational objectives. Your input during this process is invaluable and pivotal to our mutual success. So it's letting them know why it's important to them and why it's important to you. Letting them know you guys are in this together. This is important. And you know what? As an employer, I hated 3-month interviews. I felt very insecure about them. I don't like to put people down. I don't like to tell people, I don't like to be negative, right? Because the reason that I stopped myself from saying what I was going to say is I used to not like to let people know when they were not meeting my requirements, but now I know that, first of all, it's my duty to let them know when they're not meeting the requirements of the job. And it's also my duty to help them learn how they can meet the requirements of the job. So if we don't define them, how can I possibly help you? And so that's how I am in those meetings. I'll help you. Master Plan and CEO Freedom Plan, I'll help you with your first interviews. Freedom Plan will do your interviews for you unless you want to do them yourself. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind you that completion of your employee training prior to your review is essential to qualify for the $1 an hour raise. This investment in your development can only enhance your skills, but also underscores our commitment to your professional development. So we're saying we're doing our best to help you advance. You've got to do your best to advance. It's crucial to note, without undergoing your 3-month review, you will remain in probationary status. Very important. This means that they could still get fired without notice legally. If they don't fulfill the requirements of their probationary status, they are still probationary and will not be considered a permanent regular employee. This review serves as a vital milestone in your journey with us, making the transition from probationary status to full integration into our team. Your contribution and dedication have been exceptional, and I have every confidence that together we will continue to achieve remarkable milestones. Aisha, I can just hear you saying, what if they aren't acceptable? Or what is the word? Exceptional. I can just hear you in my mind saying, Carrie, what if they aren't exceptional? They should be exceptional. You're attracting A-list employees. You're spending time, effort, and money to train them and nurture them so that they're going to be the very best employees in the market. They, by this time, they are exceptional, or they have left. People who are not up to the challenge or not invested in their own growth won't stay 3 months. And that's why you don't really want to be paying them to take the training before the 3 months, because you don't know if they're staying or not. And you don't know yet yourself if you want to keep them. She knows me too well already. Yes, I do. I got your number. And then let them know how they should contact you, whether it's the admin portal, whether you have an HR person, whether it's you personally. Please don't give them your private number. Thank you for your unwavering dedication. Eagerly anticipate the opportunity to celebrate the achievements. Celebrate. So what we're telling them is this is going to be a celebration. Do not fear the review. Like, some people are really afraid of reviews. We want them to feel comfortable and to know this is just the next step in advancing them and getting them where they need to be. Then after the 3-month review, this is sent directly after the review. So we're going to teach you, either if you're in the Freedom Program, you're just going to send us a message, say the review is done. You're going to give us the notes from the review, and we're going to create the document and put it in their file and send them the next email. If you are a master planner or foundations, you'll have to do that yourself. And when you do that, you should just change them in the stage of their email automation, and we'll teach you how to do that. So 3-month review is complete. Now what? Now it's going to tell what's going to happen. Hope that you're feeling positive about your 3-month review, and we're going to express our appreciation for their dedication. Now that 3-month review is over, it's time to shift our focus to the next phase of your journey with us. I'm excited to announce the next step. We'll be working towards your eligibility in the bonus program that you are eligible to participate in effective 6 months from your hire date. But I actually prefer this to say 3 months from your 90-day review or your 3-month review. However you want to say it. I like it to be 3 months from their first review, because if they've put off doing their first review until they've been with you 6 months, then they finally do it, and then the next day they're eligible for their bonus. That doesn't give you time to train them to be able to get a bonus. So no, at 3 months is the first review. At 6 months is a mock bonus review. In between 3 and 6 months, you're teaching them how to get a great bonus, and you're going to bring up every point on their 6-month review to make sure that they understand how to get that bonus. So it explains the bonus program here. You guys want to read this carefully, okay, and decide if this is how you're going to structure yours. It explains the bonus program, and it says that over the coming months, we will begin the information process to ensure you have a comprehensive understanding of how the program works and what you need to qualify for a bonus. And then it says, it's a warning, right? This process involves regular communication and learning opportunities where we will discuss various situations that may impact your eligibility for a bonus. It's an educational journey aimed at equipping you with the knowledge and tools necessary to maximize your potential and create opportunities for a full bonus payout. So your goal is to give them every tool that they need in order for them to get a full bonus. In the next phase of your training, we will ask you to be open to communications regarding customer concerns and be willing to learn as you go. It takes a willingness to follow our core values of, insert your core values here, and enforce them in your daily operations. So you're letting them know, basically what you're telling them is, I'm going to be talking to you about every instance. Between 3 and 6 months is when we're really hammering in our policies and procedures and not letting them get away with anything. Everything that happens that is against your policies and procedures, they will be informed of, usually via text message. Let me show you. I actually just did this today. So let me go show you an example of how you do that. Our employee Arthur? There's one here that says, I'd like to take the opportunity. Shoot, I thought let's just look for the word policy. Are we? Here's one. It's not too important, but it's an example of how we let them know about a policy. So he locked himself out of the visitor center. We decided we needed keys. Good morning. I've just heard that the keys were locked inside the visitor center yesterday. I'm just wondering, should we get a spare cut or is there a spare in the locker? It has always been policy to have spares cut and available in case this happens, unless there's a fob. And then I told him again about a policy. Come on, give me what I'm looking for. Nope. I'm sorry, guys. I remember now. It was Lee. Leanne is a new employee, and we're just teaching her policies as well. Come on, I know that I spoke to her about a policy. Okay, it's not there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to put you through this anymore. Basically, what you're going to do is send them a message, and you're going to say, I noticed that this happened and I wanted to remind you of this policy, and I always say, what do you suggest in order for us to be able to move forward and not have the same issue again? So always reminding them of the policy. If it's something really, really serious, then you're going to want to have them in a Zoom meeting and have a real discussion about it. You want them to know that when they do things against your core values, you will be there to remind them. So it also invites them to the trainer training program. Remember, I told you after 3 months, that's when they learn communication, leadership, all of those things. It invites them to let you know if you want to be in the trainer, if they want to be in the trainer training program. Bonus, at the 6 month mark, the system will automatically send them out another email, and it's the same as the first email. That is telling them to book themselves a call using Calendly. Let me see here. Oh, it's not there. Please rest assured. So if you notice, please, I'm going to have to go fix the template. Hannah, can you please make sure the template gets fixed for the 6 month bonus mock review? To please use the following link to book your 6 month review. You know, on the second time, they're already used to this, so you don't have to be too expressive and in the how they can do it, because they would have already done this in the 3 months, so they know. But you still want to put your Calendly link here for them. And then after the 6 months after the 6 month first review, is this it? Let me see what's going on here. Something's confusing me here. 6 month mock review. Okay, sorry guys. Then at 6 months is when they have the mock review, and then their first bonus is paid out 6 months from that date. So this is when they will get their first official bonus review. And it says, congratulations on, hope this email finds you filled with a sense of pride and accomplishment at your 1 year mark. I actually changed this, I think when I was doing somebody else's, and I put, it's time to, something about it's time to give you some extra cash or something. You can say whatever you want, but I have that in there on mine. It's time to give you some extra cash. It's time to get you some fun money, whatever you want to say. Make it exciting. and then it just lets them know it's what to expect. It's time for you to book your official bonus review, in which you will be receiving your bonus payout and Calendly link. So this is an exciting one for everybody. Now, let me assure you that Aisha's like, oh, it sounds so expensive. See, I'm catching your vibes today, Aisha. It's not as expensive as you think. Number one is that there is this thing where some people are kind of sort of trying to fake it. They think they're not really 100% invested. They aren't that. This is your this is your time to. This is their chance to just get a few extra bucks and then they're out of here. They can't seem to get past 9 months. The people who get past 9 months are people that are going to stay for a long period of time. They're the people who are invested, who can go through the ups and downs to get to where they want to go. And they are the ones that you want to be giving the bonuses to. And so I realized early on I was giving bonuses every 3 months and I hated it. First of all, I was continuously doing bonus reviews. It was taking up all my time. Second of all, some of these people I didn't want to give bonuses to because I knew they were going to be dumping us soon. You know when somebody's about to dump you. So then I said they need to wait longer for their first one. Once they get a taste of their first one, they'll want another one. But you got to make them work for it, right? So once they get past the 9 months, I always kind of breathe this sigh of relief and I'm like, okay, they're staying. And basically, anybody that stays past that 1 year, usually if they leave, it's because something has changed in their life that doesn't allow them to stay. It's not, they don't usually leave because they're disgruntled, because they don't like their job, or because we're too hard on them. They leave because their life has changed. So it's beautiful because when they get to their first bonus, you are excited to give them that bonus because they have earned it. And you create a really impressive bond through that. So most people are going to drop off before the 1 year. Not most. Anybody who you're going to kind of go, oh, I don't know if I want to give them a bonus. You know, they didn't really earn it. But you can't not give bonuses because you don't like somebody, right? Those people won't last the year. If they do last the year, and if they do last the year and you have these like thoughts of, man, they shouldn't have a bonus. Well, you're the one in charge of the bonus review. I'll tell you that some people on my staff who got 10% full bonuses, one person got a full bonus, Sarah, $1,400. Sarah got a full bonus. This was not her first bonus review. I think it was their third or fourth bonus review. She got a full $1,400 because by this time she just did not make mistakes. And people who don't make mistakes are so valuable because they are teaching your other employees not to make mistakes. So now they're saving you money and lost potential income in reputation, and they're saving you money in training, because one of the things is that they're required to always be ensuring the core values of their team. So if somebody's getting a full bonus, they deserve it and you feel good to give it to them. If somebody's not pulling their weight, they're not going to get a full bonus. The smallest bonus I ever gave was $11. $11.53, if I remember correctly. And that was because, here's another thing with these bonuses, guys. When an employee when an employee doesn't do their final walkthrough and we have to send them back to finish something, yes, we pay them to go back. And then what do? We take that off their bonus. So if I have to pay them a half an hour in wages to drive back and lock a door, that half an hour gets put into our system in wages and it comes out of their bonus. If I do have to give a credit or a refund, which I almost never do, if I have to give a credit and a refund because somebody took a poop in somebody's toilet and didn't flush of $250, that $250 comes off of their bonus review. So you're going to recoup some of that money. So the bonus review is not only a chance to reward your employees, but it's also a chance to sort of let them be accountable to these crazy things they do that they think don't matter at all. Like, you think that person's going to remember to lock the door now when it cost them $50 from their bonus because they forgot to lock the door that time? So it's really, when you really think about it deep, this is a really, really important thing. Now, all they have to do is remember to lock the door 6 times and they've saved you $300. You see? It really does come back to you. You can't always see it, but it really does. So number 9 is another regular bonus review. We'll just send that out every 6 months. And it's really simple. Hey, here we are again. Sign up for another one. And then the RSP contribution. Now, in the States, I don't know if you guys call it RSP. You guys call it 401, you call it retirement savings, whatever it is. If this one here in Canada, I do have a contact that for RSP contribution plan, a really great RSP contribution plan that really that was so appreciated by our teams. But I didn't start this plan until we were 3 months in from when we started our RSP or started our employee attraction. So this is just here as food for thought. If you have it, want to talk about it, we'll talk to you about it. But I don't think anybody's really here yet in their business. All right, we have gone over, but I think, let me just double check, but let me just tell you this. I'm just going to be brutally honest. The client that I have a call with has not showed up to like 5 of the last 5 meetings. And so once we get to that point, guys, I try not to be this way. I try everything I can, but I'm not going to keep dedicated clients. I'm not going to cut it short with dedicated clients for somebody I don't even know is going to show up. So if you're somebody who doesn't show up at meetings, just know that I always say I will invest in you if you invest in me. The people at this meeting today are people who always show up. I'm not going to cut this short for somebody who doesn't show up, only to go to the Zoom call and find out they're not there. So I am actually, now that we're coming to the end of it, I am actually going to just check with her to see if she's asking, are you guys coming? And if I don't see her, let me just send her a message, tell her I'm running late. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Sent her a message. She hasn't responded to our messages in a couple days, so she's probably going to be ghosting us again. So that's food for thought, just so you know. If you're somebody who's not showing up to meetings, you slowly start to slip down on my priority list. Yes, hi,
Carrie.
hi, Aisha, yes.
Real quick, you had mentioned in Sunday's meeting that there was going to be a new link for getting onto your calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss that link?
No, I'm taking my time getting it out because we are working on the back end to make sure that there's not going to be any dropped or missed calls. So until I officially get that new link to you, just keep booking the way you were before. Do you have the old link still?
I will find it. I know that I have it somewhere.
Yeah, we can get it for you too. I think if Hannah's still here, let me see, what time is it? Hannah's done for no, she's on till 4. I think Hannah's in the room somewhere. If you're here, Hannah, can you get the link? Or Candace, maybe could you send a message to just do @channel and the Freedom Fighters and say, please, somebody please get Aisha a booking link to book a call with Carrie. Thank you. Appreciate it. I love having a team. All the things I used to have to do myself. All right, guys. So is this clear as mud, or are you feeling like it's something that makes sense?
For me, I know it's starting to make sense. Plus, I'm super excited about not giving people my personal cell phone. Yes. Because I need them to contact me like at certain locations to like let me know that they're on site. And so, but I have to give my cell phone, and then I get messages at 10:30 at night. And I'm like, I really don't want this message.
That's right, and it shouldn't, yeah. And they just, so when your employees get your private line, they think all of a sudden it changes the dynamics of the relationship. And now they think that you're buddies. And then once they think that you're buddies, they think, oh, well, as long as she's awake, it doesn't matter. I'm just helping her take care of the business. Like it really starts to get like they mean well. They really do. But they need that disassociation to understand that yes, you're awake at 10. It doesn't mean that you want to talk about business.
And I personally need it because
Yeah.
I'm a workaholic. So I need to have a place where that sits where, because at 10 o'clock, I'll be like, oh, well, I got to do this. I got to answer this question right now. So,
hmm And then once you see it, you can't stop yourself. That's my problem. And that's why if I'm done for the night, I turn off. Like you won't get a message, you won't get a response from me if you message me in the middle of the night or if you message me after I've decided to turn it off for the night. So you guys never have to worry about that because it will sit there until I'm back to work. Whether sometimes I do. You just heard me say that I was working at 2 o'clock in the morning. Um, Sometimes I get fired up on something and I work right through and then I take the morning off, which is what I did this morning. I was not in meetings this morning. I went and got my nails done. I went and bought some flip-flops and then we went to the park. And that's all important because the last few nights I've been working till 1, 2 in the morning. I get to have my free time too. So the thing is, when you're doing the free time, you just don't want people to remind you of what you have to do when your free time's over. Like, get to be focused in your free time. It does you a world of good. It's why I'm so giddy and excited while I'm here today, because I got to have some time to just for me. All right, so I love that we did this, and it really brought up some needs for some other things, which is great. One thing always leads to another. So I think we should have a workshop coming up on how to set up Calendly and probably how to do those forms. How to set up forms for, and it's hard. This is why my brain keeps stopping. It's like, don't promise these people this because it's hard. But we'll get our girl Kathy in here. She's the one that figured it all out. And we'll get her to explain to those of you in the foundations program and the master plan how to get those forms set up so that you can have your employees just fill them out online. It's so much nicer. It's so easy. And if you're in the master plan and you don't want to have to deal with this stuff, come to the Freedom Program. I'm saying it because we have room for 3 more owners, and then we're going to shut things down for a bit and not take any more owners. When will we take more owners? We'll take more owners when I feel like everybody here is on track and everything's moving, flowing smoothly, and we have room for more owners. But we do have room for 3 more owners, and I'll be honest, we need 3 more owners to be able to expand the program. The next thing that we want to do is implement a call service. And we need to increase our revenues by 3 more owners in order to be able to bring the call service into play. Right now, I'm answering the phones for the call service. I hate it. But that's what you do when you're growing a business, right? I'd rather be answering the phones than cleaning toilets, so it's good. So there's the honesty of it all. If you know somebody who would be interested in the Freedom Program, we need 3 more owners. And don't forget that you do get a referral bonus of 5% off the first invoice. So if somebody decides to pay in full for the program, that could be a nice little chunk of change for you. And that's it. That's all I have to say. Any questions from anybody? No? Awesome. So now I will let you go. I'm going to go to that meeting in case the client happens to be there waiting. Thank you all for being here today. I hope you found this workshop to be educational. Yeah. Oh, 24-hour answering service? Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. There was somebody I was talking to about a 24-hour answering service, let me be honest. And it seemed too good to be true. And what happened was they had quoted me one price. And then when it was time to sign on the dotted line, it was 3 times as much. So back to the original people that we are signing on with for our call service. I shouldn't have left them because now I think that they're feeling a little jaded now. They're very slow on getting back to me. So, but I find the phones are picking up, so it's time to do it. So I shouldn't have done that. I was excited about this lady, and I'm shocked that she would do that. That was what do they call that? Bait and switch? Yeah, that was a bait and switch, and it was terrible. And I'm kind of glad because I don't want to work with people like that anyway. So I appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. If you need this template, just go into your channel, say @BJ, send me the template. I put the name of the template in here. Employee management automation template. It's in the chat here. Maybe I'll put it in our group chat in Slack so that when I close this, you still have access. And I missed a message. Thank you, Carrie. You're so welcome, Renita, and congratulations on your new contract. You really overcame some obstacles there, and I'm really impressed with how you just kept going. I saw you in the groups asking for advice, and I was like, look at her go. You just did whatever you had to do to find a solution. I really admire that. So congratulations to you. Go and be fruitful. Bye.